Hey, Julian, let's take a look at your revision first, and then your pose assignment. Great. Yeah, nice. I like that. The bigger bounce on that ball looks better. And great. Yeah, it looks good. So now that this is this heavy ball is higher, I would give it maybe just a couple of frames on either side, just to on the ease in and ease out. Like it's nice and snappy, but it happens so fast that like we still feel the weight, and that's good. But I feel like you could just give it a little bit more timing on the apex of that first bounce because it's higher now. But yeah, it looks good. Overall, I like that came together really well. So good job. Okay, let's take a look at your devastation pose. Okay. Good. Okay. Nice. Okay, I really like I really like what you're doing here with, I mean, first of all, the staging, like usually you don't want to stage a character to where their back is facing the audience or their head is turned away, but in this case, for devastation, you're using that effectively in a way that's saying like, yeah, my character's devastated, doesn't want to be part of the world, like there's something that happened that is making them more withdrawn, and I think that is an effective use of this example. It's a perfect example of when you can get away with that. I also like how the arm here is relaxed, and how you have a really nice hand pose here. I feel like you could relax it a little bit more on the ground, like it's almost. And it's okay if it intersects a little bit into the knee. Like I'm not too worried about that, but I feel like if it's dragging a little bit and like the thumb is just a little bit closer in, that would just give it more of that like kind of the feet. Like it's just like the hand is just like there's no sort of activation in the hand whatsoever. It's just like completely lifeless in a way. And then for the arm, this arm is the only part that I feel like it's a little distracting. I would try to bring some less foreshortening here and try an angle that isn't so perfect with that arm. Like you see how like here that line is almost perfect here, and then this hand is same sort of thing. Like it's just because the hand shape itself on the rig is so, like once it flattens out, it just feels it feels so linear, and it just feels a little too perfect. So we want to mess that up a little bit. And with that, so like I say, like bring this down a little bit maybe, and the foreshortening is not too bad, but I feel like you could bring it over just a little bit. And with the hand, my go-to is just to make this a fist, and that makes that shape a lot cleaner and a lot easier to make appealing. But with this, like if you want that hand open, I would say at least give it a little bit of an angle here against the wall, and maybe even just like bend it a little bit more to where it has a shape that's more like that. Like you're bending the finger at this control point. You're just bending it a little bit, and then that thumb would be out here. But that's giving it some sort of asymmetry to where it's not completely perfect, and you're bringing a little bit more of a natural feel to it. But yeah, otherwise great pose. I mean, it looks really good, and it totally sells the idea. And let's see your assignment here. Great. Kept it simple. Awesome. Love to see that. So here, overall, it's looking really good. Now, there's a few things that I think with your spacing and with the overlap that you could break it up a little bit more. Let's just like take a look at this right here. You don't want that to be completely straight at this point. Like, start breaking it up just a little bit, this line, to where it's just, you know, you're getting some sort of drag there. And as it goes across, like, you're getting that, but it feels like this is the point where it's bending at these 2 points, but there's no bend here. But you want to loosen that up a little bit more, so where you're getting an overall bend in the pendulum itself. Also, well, you're doing a pretty good job with that. Like, you're getting a clean arc with that, but I feel like you could clean it up even more, and just by getting that pose to bend a little bit, it'll really help that. And then that's good as it goes across here. Now watch out here where the bottom part, like the top part, will start to get ahead of the bottom part, and you'll create like this like lightning bolt shape. With good overlap, you want to start to maybe bring that into a shape that's like that, and then at some point it bends over this way. So it goes from that to that, and then again, like, it's just like there's segments here that are just not bending with the overall shape, and so it's making for some just like odd poses in there. And then getting that drag in here like that's pretty good, but maybe I would play up that drag on this part. And then same note here. It's just like it's one part's getting ahead of the other one. But overall, the timing is feeling pretty good, and the way it settles is working pretty well. But you can clean up those poses, and it'll keep that that pendulum feeling just like a little bit more controlled, and not letting one segment get away from the other one. Like, you want to make sure that it's a successive breaking of joints. Like, that's the terminology for it. So each one is affecting the next one down. Okay, so that's it, Julian. Looks great overall. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks.